Hi, it's Robert Weinberg, and on this channel we empower people to take control of their future through expert mortgage and financial strategies. In this full lesson today, we're going to be talking about gifts, using personal gifts to buy a home. If you're a first-time buyer, you may be a little bit short on the money that you need between down payment and closing costs to buy a property, or you may not have any money saved. But there's still ways that you can buy a home, and it's really common, especially right now with the market being so hot and the housing prices going up, that you're going to need to use a personal gift from an eligible donor in order to bridge that gap between what's needed to buy the home and the money that you actually have available. So we're going to focus on two main loan types here. We're going to talk about conventional mortgages, which are Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac mortgages. We're also going to touch on FHA loans as well, which are super popular with first-time buyers, especially if maybe your credit isn't the best. So let's start talking about on conventional loans. So what I've done here is I pulled up the guidelines right from Fannie Mae's selling guide, and just to give you the information right from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So they will allow you to get a gift if you're buying a home that's either a principal residence or a second home. You cannot get a gift on an investment property. So if you're buying a property that you're going to rent out for income and investment, gifts are not allowed. We're talking about primary homes that you're going to live in, or a second or vacation home that they will allow this on. Now, acceptable donors. This is who's going to be allowed to give you the gift. So a relative, defined as the borrower's spouse, child, or other dependent, or any other individual who's related to the borrower by blood, marriage, adoption, legal guardianship, or a fiance or domestic partner. A donor may not have any affiliation with the builder, developer, real estate agent, or any other interested party in the transaction, okay? So you can see here, it's pretty loose guidelines for conventional loans. As long as it's somebody that's a blood relative or fiance, domestic partner, and you can show a standing relationship with that person, you really shouldn't have a big issue. Conventional loans are pretty flexible with these gift guidelines. FHA, on the other hand, is a little bit more stringent. So here's the guidelines from the FHA selling guide. And FHA is going to allow you to get a borrower's relative, an employer or labor union, a close friend with clearly defined interest, charitable organization, or government agency. Again, they won't let you either get anything from a seller, real estate agent, builder, or associated entity. The big difference that I see between the two is that on conventional loans, I've seen many times where a cousin is allowed. You are able to get a gift from a cousin. But on FHA loans, I've had underwriters tell me that is not considered a legitimate relative here as a cousin. They will not allow that. So check with your mortgage advisor, they can check with the underwriter in your particular circumstance, but the general consensus that I go by is that conventional loans will allow a cousin, while FHA loans will not. The guidelines are very similar for VA, USDA, and other types of loans, but again, we're going to focus in on these two. So the next thing that I want to talk to you about is a gift letter. So a gift letter is going to be a letter that's going to need to be written in order for you to be able to get a gift, okay? So as far as the gift letter, it's going to be a letter that's going to say who the person is that's giving you the gift, their name, address, their information. It's also going to say what their relation is to you. It's typically also going to show what bank account they're giving you a gift from. You know, the name of the bank, the account number, the type of account that it is. That gift letter is going to be signed by you as the borrower. It's also going to be signed by the person who's giving you the gift as well. And it's going to state that there's no repayment required. A gift is exactly that. It is a gift. There's no monthly payment. You're not paying them back after closing or setting up a monthly installment. At that point, it's not considered a gift, so it can't be done. A gift is a gift, so that's very, very important that you understand. You can also get multiple gifts from several people. I've had clients that get gifts from 2 or 3 or 4 different family members. So the gift letter is going to be basically the same for conventional as well as for FHA. It's just a standard gift letter that your loan processor or mortgage advisor can have prepared while the loan is in process. And that's going to need to be signed and conditioned for if it's not signed up front by the underwriter. So that's the gift letter, and the documentation requirements are right here. All right, so the next thing that I want to talk about is just taken that a little bit further with the documentation. Not only do you need the gift letter, but you also need to typically show the proof that the gift either is able to be made or has been made. So with a conventional loan, the way that that's going to work is we're just going to get something verifying that they've sent the gift to the title company at closing, or that they've sent the gift to you via a wire transfer, a check, that sort of thing. Okay, conventional loans are pretty simple with that verifying donor availability. FHA loans are a little bit more complicated on that end. So they are going to require on an FHA loan that we actually get a bank statement from the gift donor to show that they have the funds available. As it says here, they're not really concerned on how a donor obtains the gift funds as long as they're not given to them by somebody else in the transaction, like the realtor, the builder, or somebody else. But we are going to have to get a bank statement from that donor to show that they have the money available to give you that gift, whereas on conventional loans, that is not typically going to be required. So in either case, the way I structure it with my clients is don't have them give you the gift up front. Just have them sign the gift letter, and then we'll have them actually transfer the gift directly to the title company or the person doing your real estate settlement, the attorney or whatnot, right around the time of the closing. Because by doing that, it makes less paperwork. So you don't have to show that they gave the gift to you and all these other pieces of paper that are required. We just get proof that they sent the gift to the title company or attorney. The attorney or title company then verifies that they received the gift, and that's it. It's all set. Because again, otherwise, there's a lot of additional paperwork that needs to get done. I hope that this helps. I hope you found value in today's lesson here if you're somebody that may need a gift to buy a home. As always, check with your mortgage advisor for the specifics, because every company, every underwriter is a little bit different with this stuff, but these are the generally acceptable principles of getting a gift on a purchase transaction. If it's your first time watching, please go ahead, hit the bell so you get notified on our content when it comes out on a weekly basis. Also hit subscribe so you get notified too of everything new that we're putting out. Hope it helps, and if you need me, feel free to reach out via call, text, or private message.